Good evening and welcome to the news at 7 on NTA Lagos Channel 10. I am Nta Ch10. We start the news tonight with information reaching us from the National Assembly, where the Senate Committee on Information and National Orientation says there is an urgent need for improved budgetary allocation to the information sector to enable agencies discharge functions of information dissemination to achieve value reorientation as well as a harmonious and united Nigeria. While submitting the budget defense report on the sector before the Appropriations Committee for consideration, the Chairman Senate Committee on Information, Nta Ch10, noted that the 88.9 billion naira 2026 allocation to the ministry and its 9 agencies is inadequate and appealed for more.
Budgetary provision for some project in some ministry. And a whole ministry and this agency is having this amount. Last year, we drew the attention of this humble and honorable appropriation to the meager sum of money that was allocated to a whole information sector. So this year, I further appeal to this very reverend committee to further look into it. Information is very sensitive sector, well funded. They will give this country what they need, especially in the area of orientation. We are having this restiveness and this security because people are brainwashed. That goes a long way to tell the power of information. If you capture the youth's mind positively, they behave positively. But if you allow them to fall into the hands of the enemies, they will brainwash them and could be used to the extent somebody can surrender his life for suicide bombing. That's the extent of power of information. And I would want to tell you, if we are to do things right, Mr. Chairman, and collect the component aspect of information in all the ministry, almost every ministry has an appropriation for information. If you can warehouse all these components from various ministry and domicile it to information, we should be getting the proper need of what we want.
There's so much of interference, yes, with their operations, okay? I want to believe that some of the coverages, okay, by NTA, payments are not being made. They are not paid. They should be able to pay. Okay, let NTA operate as a purely commercial venture.
Agencies under his committee play a very vital role in value orientation, instilling discipline and patriotism to citizens, and they are equally custodian of government policies and programs.
Also making submission before the Appropriations Committee, the Chairman, Senate Committee on Farmer, Sahabi Yao, solicited for more funding to the agency for rehabilitation of road network.
Infrastructure, it is expedient for the federal government to appropriate more funds to ensure thorough assessment of road conditions, which guides maintenance decisions to avert accidents and loss of life and properties.
Other committees that presented their budget defense reports include Committee on Agriculture, Industries, Solid Minerals, among others. And now we move on to the foreign scene as tensions in the Middle East have sharply escalated as the United States and Israel launched coordinated strikes on Iranian targets, triggering explosions across Tehran and pushing the region to the brink of a broader conflict. Details with Justin Bem-Unyi.
Multiple explosions tore through parts of Tehran Saturday after the United States and Israel launched coordinated strikes on Iranian military targets, sending thick columns of smoke into the capital's skyline.
The United States military is undertaking a massive and ongoing operation.
In a video address posted from Florida, U.S. President Donald Trump confirmed that American forces had begun what he described as major combat operations against Iran. He said the objective was to eliminate imminent threats and dismantle Iran's missile and naval capabilities. Trump vowed that Iran's missile industry would be obliterated, warning of overwhelming force while urging the Iranian people to take control of their future.
Our objective is to defend the American people by eliminating imminent threats from the Iranian regime, a vicious group of very hard, terrible people.
Meanwhile, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said the joint operation was launched to remove what he called an existential threat posed by Iran. He described the strikes as a necessary step to safeguard Israel's security and create conditions for long-term stability. Israel's Defense Minister Israel Katz declared a nationwide state of emergency, labeling the action a preemptive strike. Sirens sounded across Jerusalem and other major cities as authorities issued urgent mobile alerts warning of an extremely serious security threat. Iran responded swiftly. Air raid sirens echoed across Israel amid reports of Iranian ballistic missile attacks targeted Israeli territory. Defensive systems were activated as explosions were heard in several areas. In Tehran, Iranian state media confirmed multiple missile impacts in districts of the capital and reported that President Masoud Pezeshkian was safe. Emergency services were dispatched, though there was no immediate confirmation of casualties. The confrontation is now expanding beyond direct exchanges between the two nations. Two senior officials from the Iranian-backed Houthi movement in Yemen say the group has decided to resume missile and drone attacks on shipping routes and on Israel in support of Tehran. The officials, speaking on condition of anonymity, indicated that a formal announcement from Houthi leadership is pending. Such a move could threaten key maritime corridors and further destabilize regional trade and security. Airspace closures were quickly enforced across Iran, Israel, and parts of neighboring countries, while U.S. diplomatic missions in the Gulf advised citizens to seek shelter. What began as a targeted military strike has rapidly evolved into a multi-front escalation, raising urgent concerns among global powers about the risk of a wider Middle East war. The world now watches closely as events continue to unfold. Justin Bemunyi, NTA News.
And still discussing matters on the foreign scene, following on the deteriorating security situation in the Middle East, the federal government advises Nigerians in Iran and Gulf countries to stay vigilant and limit movements due to escalating tensions following military actions in the region. The federal government recommends avoiding strategic areas, following local directives, and staying informed through official channels. A statement from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs further advised Nigerians to contact Nigerian embassies for assistance, noting that the government prioritizes citizen safety and urges warring parties to de-escalate the crisis by returning to the negotiation table for the interest of global peace and coexistence. And now we come back home as the Lagos state government is intensifying efforts to reshape the mindset of young boys across the state through value reorientation and character development. Speaking at a 4-day residential camp of the Lagos Boy Child Initiative, wife of the governor, Nta Ch10 said the program was deliberately designed to refocus attention on the boy child. Joy Kenabakoya reports.
Addressing 500 participants drawn from secondary schools across the state, wife of the Lagos State Governor, Dr. Nta Ch10, noted that many boys battle peer pressure, negative societal influences, substance abuse, and emotional struggles that often go unnoticed. She explained that the Lagos Boy Child Initiative is designed to equip them with the right values, discipline, and confidence required to become responsible leaders and productive citizens.
Through this workshop, we are reinforcing our
wife of the Deputy Governor, Oluremi Hamzat, described the camp as a strategic investment in the future of Lagos. She urged the boys to build resilience, pursue academic excellence, and ensure their conduct reflects the values imparted during the workshop.
The values you learn here: discipline, respect, responsibility, resilience, and self-belief will serve as the foundation of your success. Always remember that your voices define your future. Strive for excellence in your academics.
The workshop is themed Reorienting the Boy Child to Become an Ambassador of Societal Change. In Lagos, Joy Ken Abakpuya, NTA News.
And now we move on to appointment renewals, as President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has renewed the appointment of Dr. Ahmed Abubakar Odi as the Commandant General of the Nigeria Security and Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, for another 5-year term. The reappointment took effect on Friday, February 27. Dr. Odi was first appointed to the position in 2021 by former President Muhammadu Buhari. His initial 5-year tenure concluded last Friday as he joined officers and men of the Corps to commemorate the 2026 World Civil Defense Day at the NSCDC National Headquarters in Abuja. He is expected to formally resume duties on Monday with a renewed mandate. President Tinubu has tasked the NSCDC boss with repositioning the service to play a stronger and more strategic role in Nigeria's security architecture, particularly at a time when the police are refocusing on their core mandates of protecting citizens from banditry, kidnapping, and terrorism. Dr. Adi was born on September 30, 1967, in Laminga Town, Nasarawa local government area of Nasarawa State. He began his educational journey in the state before proceeding to Teachers College, Jengre, Plateau State, where he obtained a Teacher's Grade 2 certificate in 1987. He later earned a Nigeria certificate in education from the College of Education, Akwanga, in 1992, and went on to obtain a bachelor's degree in physical and health education from Ahmadu Bello University, Zaria, in 1995. In 2001, he received a master's degree in public administration from the University of Calabar. He subsequently earned a PhD in public administration from Nasarawa State University, Kefi, in 2014, and a master's in law enforcement and criminal justice from Ahmadu Bello University in 2019. Dr. Adi joined the NSCDC as a volunteer in November 1996. After completing his basic officer training in 1997, he was deployed as a divisional officer in Obi local government area of Nasarawa State. Over the years, he served in several state commands and in 2007 was promoted to the rank of Commandant of the Corps before his deployment to the office of the Commandant General at the National Headquarters in Abuja. The statement was issued by Bayo Ononuga, Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy. And now we'll go on a brief break. More reports on the other side. Please stay tuned. We will be right back.
Hi everyone, this is Ida Emmanuel Chibike, and we are right here in Great John Bosco Nigeria Limited. It's located in 48 Tedusho Road, right here in Suliri, Lagos. Are you an interior designer, an architect, a builder, and you actually looking for a place to get your furnitures and also quality fabrics like curtains for your homes? Great John Bosco is actually one of the best places to get that. We are situated here in Lagos, Nigeria, right here in Tedusho, and we have branches in Abuja and also on the island, that's in Lekki Phase 1. We have from the ranges of Turkish fabrics, American fabrics, Italian fabrics, and what have you. We have them in different categories and in different collections. You can also check us online. We are active online on our social media handles. Our Instagram handle is actually Great John Bosco, and also on Facebook at Great John Bosco. This is Great John Bosco Nigeria Limited, your one-stop shop for all interior needs. Don't hesitate to come by our store here in Todosho, which is the main head office, to see quality designs and fabrics for your need.
Are you searching for a space to ignite your creativity? NTA Lagos Channel 10 studio provides the answer. Our studio is spacious and fully equipped with modern broadcasting equipment suitable for your programs and competitions. For recording and production of kiddies programs, spelling bee competitions, participatory rehearsals, programs and live performances, NTA Lagos Channel 10 studio provides the ideal environment to bring your vision to life. Our team of professionals are dedicated to help you achieve your goals, provide expert guidance, and support every step of the way. Contact us today to book your session at an affordable and discounted rate and let your creativity shine. For more inquiries, please call the following numbers: 0816-008-7357, 006-286-9030, and 0812-324-5519. NTA Lagos Channel 10 Studio, where creativity meets excellence.
Nta 10, Station for Excellence.
You're welcome back to the news at 7 on NTA Lagos Channel 10, and we continue with this report. It was an emotional farewell as family, friends and well-wishers gathered to honor Madam Elizabeth Ayodele Aino. The solemn funeral service and interment were marked by heartfelt tributes and thanksgiving, celebrating a life devoted to God, family and community. Nta Ch10 reports.
The final rites of late Madam Elizabeth Ayodele Aino commenced with a solemn funeral service where friends, family, and well-wishers gathered in reverence and thanksgiving for a life gracefully lived. Thereafter, her remains were committed to Mother Earth in a moment marked by dignity, reflection, and quiet farewell. Following the interment, loved ones were received at a warm and gracious reception. Amid shared memories and gentle laughter, guests were treated to a sumptuous meal while live music filled the atmosphere. An elegant tribute befitting a matriarch whose life had been a blessing to many. To our children, their late mother was a devoted Christian and disciplinarian, a woman whose heart overflowed with generosity. She loved deeply, gave freely, and extended kindness without hesitation or expectation.
After 90 years birthday, she told me she has not seen Jesus. And Jesus said, it's not yet time. You have a little time to go. You want to see me, that's why I came. And before then, she was always telling me on her bed, she sees open heaven, angels descending and ascending.
So I'm going to miss her loving arms, her loving words, her kindness. She introduced me to business and she encouraged me so well when times are down or when times are up.
She served the Lord, she loved the Lord, and we believe she's in the bosom of our Lord Jesus Christ, sleeping till Resurrection Day.
Others remembered her as a true worshipper, one who praised with sincerity and lived her faith effortlessly. She was a woman of uncommon grace, remarkable strength, and enduring wisdom. Her legacy, they affirm, remain indelibly etched upon their hearts and in the life she so profoundly touched.
She's really magnanimous person, and our home was a home to all and sundry. We had so many people staying with us while we were growing up, and she had such a large heart. Everyone.
What I miss about her, she was always singing, because she stayed in our house till she died. Every morning before 6 o'clock, already hear her singing. When she was still walking around, she would hear her dancing. She say, "Ore, bawoni, how are you? Are you fine?" Not that she would cook for me. She was, "Have you eaten? Are you okay?" I would just miss her a lot.
Madam Elizabeth Ayodele Aino passed on at the age of 92. She survived by her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren, amongst them her daughter-in-law, Elizabeth Aino Scott, a one-time general manager of NTA Lagos Channel 10 and zonal director of the Nigerian Television Authority Lagos Network Center in Lagos, Nta Ch10, NTA News.
And so it is at this point that we've come to the end of the news at 7 on NTA Lagos Channel 10. Thanks for watching. I am Nta Ch10. Please do enjoy the rest of the evening. Good evening.